was in the news every day for doing some shit. It's like a game. If I started an organization and every day they're in the news for some violent, fucked up shit,
right?
You know what I mean? We see. I mean, I might get locked up. But man, that's why they made dude lose. He made us. They made us sick of him. It was people who was kind of like in the middle,
right?
You know what I mean? Because they was basically going off the job he was doing as a president, not his personal shit. You know what I'm saying? Or how he felt, his opinions. They was going by the job. So they was kind of like, you know, he say some fucked up shit, but he's still doing his job. But then his people just kept in the news. Today, Trump supporter spits in little kid's face. Today, Trump supporter, you know what I'm saying? It was just every day with them, man.
Yeah, I found the article she was talking about say GOP senators signal they plan to acquit Trump despite presentation by House Democrats. I mean, like we were saying before, okay, now in order for Trump to get impeached, it has to be 2/3 of them voting against him. Now, in order for the trial to continue, only half of them had to vote that it was valid. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that took 8 Republicans. So if only 8 Republicans voted that this is a valid trial, you're not going to get a dozen of them to vote to impeach him. You know what I mean? So they whole time before they going in there listening to the headphones right now. You know what I mean? But
man, if you are an adult still sitting back waiting for justice to prevail, you are living in a fantasy world.
Right.
I hope you're not a parent. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just fantasy. We hope. This is saying that we learn when you go to prison and you're going through the trial and all that, you hope for the best, but expect the worst. Right. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I hope it go okay, but you know what I mean? That's the attitude you got to have with this shit. So
by popular opinion, he's going to get off. You know what I mean? And then I see him running again in 4 years and winning.
Right. I see him making his own party.
Don't forget, he told us he could take a shotgun and go out into the street and shoot somebody.
Not lose one motherfucker. Not lose one follower.
That's going to be in the history books. Straight up.
Yeah.
20 years from now, some kids are going to be in civics and social studies, and they're going to read that quote. Right. Like, Trump was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, a scary survey finding. 4 in 10 Republicans say political violence may be necessary. 4 in 10, y'all.
You think if fight more if it was a fist fight, the Democrats or the Republicans, bro? I think them Democrats, I think they'll beat the shit out of Chuck Schumer fighting Mitch McConnell and shit.
Yeah. Listen,
they decide the laws like that.
I honestly believe we about to really get into some shit in the next couple of days.
See, they have no problem with gang violence when you put the word political in front of it.
Right.
When you take off the word gang and put political, it's okay. You know
Mega gang.
Right.
A political gang.
Right. Because that's all that is, man. It's gang banging. It's the right against the left.
Yeah.
Red against blue. Yeah. It's gang banging, man.
Right.
Straight up, and they're being violent. They're armed. They're violent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got numbers. They're a gang, man. There's no way to put it. Because that's what I would be called.
More than 5 people. It's a gang.
More than 5 people. It's a fucking gang.
Yep.
It's 6 people. Officer, there's a gang of niggas walking down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yep.
For real.
And it's wild because that's the way it works.
4 in 10.
Damn.
Political violence. All because we are not going to get rid of Trump. I don't care if he's the president or not. We are not going to get rid of this man now or his ideas.
Right.
Or, you know, what I want to say, the ideology. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get rid of that, man. It's there, and it's evident with once again, bringing up the Morgan Wallen. What's Ballin or Wallen, which is it? He surged after he called motherfuckers niggas and shit.
That was in the news this morning too.
He took off. Ain't that something? What did they have to say?
He made a statement that it wasn't that bad.
Now, first he made is this the second statement?
Yeah.
I called it yesterday. I said, man, watch him be like, I said, first he apologized. Now he gonna be like, maybe, you know what I mean? He did it. He did it.
Yeah.
He backtracked. Like, man, maybe. I only said nigga once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still, at that point, it's like, friend, you talking about some people because you wanted them out of there.
Now listen, Mr. Morgan. Because obviously the people, and usually these people have good people behind them as far as agents and managers. Yeah, handlers. Exactly, handlers. Now, did they ever tell you, hey, okay, Morgan, before you make that dumbass comment, remember there's TV, movies, and these are only the rednecks that went and streamed your shit.
Yeah, and somebody got offended.
Yeah, everybody else wanted to pull you. Everybody else is saying, no, Morgan, no. So you can go ahead with this and ride this wave, and then when it come down the line, you want to move to bigger and better shit, or you want to go on this tour, and this arena is like, we ain't having dude here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are going to be some consequences down the line. Think that when you're in this type of business and shit, any kind of business, or an adult, once again, you have to think down the line.
You don't think they're going to surround his tour bus? Like, you don't think that can happen?
Right.
I don't think
Like,
he gonna drive through no big cities no more.
What about endorsements? You can only get redneck endorsements now.
Right.
As far as bow and arrows, chewing tobacco, meth, you can only get that shit now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You done froze out of the Nike.
Yeah.
No Nike. You know what I'm saying? No Nike, none of the big shit.
Yeah, none of that.
Sprite, all them, none of that shit, bro.
Nope.
None of that. That's what I'm saying. That's
Gander Mountain.
You better, you better save and invest that money you making right now.
That and bass fishing shops.
Yep. You done typecast yourself.
Yep.
You here now. You redneck music. We want a redneck, call him. If we don't even mention it.
Right.
Hey, so in Tennessee, the governor's getting backlash because he doesn't want transgenders to be able to play women's sports. It's an unfair advantage. I mean,
I agree.
How could y'all take that and be
agree.
Say something to a governor? I mean, that should be basic right there.
Agree.
Why don't y'all play your own sports? You know what I mean?
Wait,
You
man,
have a daughter.
I want to see the dude that's ripped in a motherfucker with a bra and beating the bitches.
Right.
Now listen, L, you have a daughter. Now let's say your daughter enters wrestling. She's doing girl wrestling with other girls.
Right.
And here come this transgender motherfucker that's really a dude. This dude.
We
Right,
jumping this motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on.
You still a man. I'm beating your ass. Just my daughter.
Right,
My daughter is in wrestling, and it's co-ed, and she be whooping the shit out of these boys.
It's co-ed.
Yeah,
We got co-ed
They
wrestling.
do a co-ed wrestling?
Yes.
What?
Yes. As long as it's in the same weight class.
Everybody join that team.
As long as it's in the same weight class, they can get it in. And my daughter be whooping the shit out of these kids.
Wow.
But like I do understand what you're saying is that yes, men are physically stronger than some females. Okay,
Yeah.
most females, right?
And they made that co-ed.
Yeah.
But he's saying girl sports, like girls that's sports that's specifically all girls.
Like imagine playing basketball. You got the scout right there. You finna get a scholarship. You dribbling up the court, and then the trainee just come and block your ball. There go your whole scholarship.
Trainee out there going AI and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
Schools your ass.
Right.
I get it. No, I honestly think that that it shouldn't be allowed. That it should not be allowed.
So he said transgender Olympics. Who would watch that shit?
Man.
Right.
I mean, it's
LGBT
been in the
That would be
community.
the ugliest Olympics ever.
Hey,
Straight up.
well, they watching RuPaul Drag Race.
That
What's
would be
the
the
difference?
ugliest.
it's been in debate if the the people that identify themselves like that should be men or women. Why don't they just, if they really want to compete, why don't they have a third party and whatever the hell you want to call it, a third party? Get just trying to lead. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, start your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you? That's like when the girls wanted girls to be able to join the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't they have the Girl Scouts?
Right, but they were saying that it's too soft.
Now listen, that's what I was gonna get to. They said, well, they don't have the stuff that they have. They teaching, man, just start teaching it. It was that simple.
Yeah.
Just because they doing it over there. Why not just say, hey, why don't we just start teaching this shit?
Yeah.
Why did they have to infiltrate the Boy Scouts?
Right.
The NCAA, the NCAA has trans inclusive guidelines for all of its member schools. So you could play for the NCAA women's college team and have a dick. Man, fuck that. Why can't I just check a box, say I'm a tranny, and hoop all these girls then?
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Be fucking them all too.
Let's break that down. Now, what man, even if he was a tranny, want to play for the women's team?
I play against 9 women.
Because listen, I mean in terms of career.
Yeah.
Because nobody, the NCAA, what is it? The
NCAA, with the colleges.
The women's league.
Oh, WNBA.
WNBA ain't popping like the NBA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be, you know what I mean? I'd be like, fuck that. I want to play where they making the millions.
Burnham just said he's going to infiltrate, right, on the female team. Like, yeah, I'm transgender, but I identify as homosexual. I'm fucking all these bitches.
Being the only dude in the locker room, like
a heterosexual, yeah.
Go to the coach. How you gonna tell me what I identify as? These my bitches.
Right. I saw a post about the transgender. I'm a fighter, so not fair. He has a chest now, but he also still has muscles.
I saw that.
Yeah, man.
I saw that. It's a dude with titties.
A dude with titties.
Yep.
I was in jail with a dude with titties. He rode up on the bus with us. And I was like, I don't know how this gonna work. They didn't even let dudes shower with us, which didn't nobody mind, probably except a couple dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker had titties.
Yeah.
I'm titties.
But like Nas X.
Yeah, titties. Like, oh my God, dog. What the fuck is going on? I was, at that point in my life, that was new to me. You know what I'm saying?
One, they got the fencing division.
Dog, it said.
Oh, wow.
Says
tummy sticks.
The governor has no interest in equality, choosing instead to fearmonger and demonize children in his state. Equality is not equal if he can jump 5 feet with some titties.
Right.
You know what I mean? That ain't equal. What you mean?
Why do gay people think everybody's scared of them? Where's the fear and the phobia and the, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's scared of y'all.
The LGBT alphabet people, whoever you want to call them, they have way too many open rights now.
Man.
They can dictate what's about to happen on the planet.
Yep.
Okay? I think we need to rein that shit back in. And I'm not saying take their rights from them. Let them be gay, let them be tranny, let them be whatever they want to be.
But wrestling my daughter.
Y'all can have a gay network. Y'all can have a gay TV channel, and all that stuff can be played there, and y'all can go watch it there at your leisure.
They got it.
No, right.
Netflix got a whole section dedicated to them.
Okay, so they should be very happy that that is there for them.
Right.
We do not need to see this in the general media mainstream. We've said this before, I have no problem with these people, right?
Right.
But when it comes to children that are watching TV, they're watching the Super Bowl or they're watching, something like that, and you see a gay commercial, I don't feel that I should have to explain to these children why that is there.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay? So, because they're very small and they're impressionable, they ask questions.
Right.
It should not be our problem to have to tell these children why that's there. Okay, you guys want to be that way, y'all want to do that, that's fine. But you know what? Put that shit on your network.
Right.
Put that shit on whatever, Rainbow Coalition TV.
Don't mix it in The Walking Dead. We
Right,
watching
yeah.
zombies
Like
and there's
I
some
said,
gay stuff
because
happening.